So what if I tell you that there are not one but three Dodos in the game, and Columbina, yeah, that sleepy and lazy Fatui that we all saw in the trailer, is actually the goddess of death herself? Well guys, I made 5 most interesting theories that you might not know about, but before starting off this video, I want you guys to like this video and subscribe this channel if you haven't. And yeah, now let's start. At number 1, Perio is playing the Savitsa. Now the fact that it's Perio's hand on the chessboard and not the Savitsa's makes me think that he's been playing a long manipulative game and essentially has Savitsa under his thumb. Well, according to Tartaglia, international meddling was not in her nature, but the Convian's ambition could certainly drive this over the last 500 years. I mean, Perio's eyes is Convian, right? So far of the Archons we have met, all have given less than 2 beans about their gnosis. We have spoken even less about their relationship with Celestia. So is it revenge, or does Mr. Ancient Facial Hair actually want to re-establish the kingdom? Number 2, Sandron and Catherine's connection theory. Now take a closer look at the patterns of Catherine's outfit and Sandron's base outfit, which are very similar. There are multiple and identical looking Catherines exist in Teyvat. As dialogue in chapter 2, part 4 implies the Catherine seen in Liyue has a connection with the one the traveler meets in Inazuma, which means they might all be sharing memories. So Sandron has been monitoring us from the beginning since Mondstadt. She has also been monitoring every nation in Teyvat. Based on the current leak is that she creates androids from living people, which is slightly disturbing but fitting for a Fatui. Some of her ideal quotes are error and rebooting. Perhaps the person is still alive inside the body of Catherine, fighting back to regain control. But yeah, what do you guys think? Now I have another theory of Sandron that is really interesting. Number 3, Sandron the traitor. So there's a lot of speculations going around that one of the Harbingers will end up betraying the Savitsa or the other Harbingers outside of just Scaramouche. But the person that I believe to be the most possible one to betray them all is Sandron. Now my reasoning behind this is because if you rewatch the Teyvat chapter interlude teaser towards the end of the video, when the Harbingers all bow down their heads and close their eyes over Signora's coffin, the screen begins to blur. However, if you look closely at Sandron at around 240, she opens her eye again while everyone else keep theirs shut. Now this is obviously a very small detail that I noticed, and for all I know it could be completely wrong, but I do think it's strange that she'd open her eye back up while everyone keep their shut. She also seemed annoyed by the entire procession as she simply laughs and calls the situation risible. And her having a ruined guard attending to her is also pretty interesting. But other than that, the fact that she enjoys turning people into machines and such, there's not much else we know. As far as I'm aware, there could be a chance that Sandron will betray all the Harbingers. Number 4, Columbina, Damselity True Identity. Now first, let's talk about her appearance. One of the things that catches my eyes at first are the wings on her head. We could simply assume that she has 3 wings on each side of her head, making its total of 6. Second is short and her pale appearance, leading towards the coffin looking like an angel. Then I thought of something, a seraph. It's called a member of group of angels called the Seraphim, who are believed to have 6 wings. In paintings and sculptures, a seraph is often portrayed as a child with wings, and seraphic is a word meaning angelic. So is Columbina a seraph? I don't know, but my theory doesn't end here. But if Columbina is a seraph, then who is the god she serves? The Savitsa? Well, she is a Fatui Harbinger, so yes, she serves the Cryo Archon. But what if there's another god she serves? The primordial god, also known as Fanes. So there could be a possibility that Columbina's true identity is the god of death, one of the shades of the Fanes. Think about it. They revealed that the Fanes created 4 shades in the segment when the doves held branches. And what is Columbina's title in Commedia dell'Etre? It's called Little Dove. Now the next segments of this theory might be a far-fetched, but please bear with me. In Teyvat's chapter intro teaser of Winter Night's Lazzo, we got the reveal of all the Harbingers and the potential future story for Dotor. But what else? It's Signora's funeral. The thumbnail is literally Columbina leaning on Signora's coffin. Signora is being embraced by death. They could have been made the thumbnail with the other Harbingers too, but they didn't. Now, if she really is the god of death, why is she with the Fatui? Well, I don't really know, but I think that their goal is aligned to overthrow Celestia. As for or why she's ranked the third of the Harbingers? Well, it might be just a symbolism for the Triquetra, a symbol that in real life has been used throughout the world since the ancient times, while the original intent of the symbol has been lost to time. What do you guys think? Is Columbina really a goddess of death or an angel? Comment down below. Now my fifth and last theory, there were not one but three Dottors in the game. Okay, so I don't think we have seen the real Dottor, the original Dottor. Columbina said he looks young today, so I think it's safe to assume that he is not the original. And then she asks about Segment in the prime of his life. After that we have seen another Dottor burning a tree, presumably in Sumeru, but I don't think he is the original either. I think he is the Dottor we see in the manga. Before the trailer we already knew about Dottor because of the leaks and everyone was referring to the original as Dottor Prime. So when Columbina said prime of his life, I thought she was asking about the original until I watched it again and again. From this point forward, I will be referring the one who burns the tree as manga Dottor and the one we saw in the trailer as the funeral Dottor and the original as, well, the original Dottor. So why is he not any other clone but manga Dottor? It's obviously because of Koli. Just imagine her talking about the thing that happened in the manga and Dottor not knowing what's happening. Also, she saw him in her dream. But why would Columbina ask about a clone? That's because he's more dangerous than the rest of them. Not because he's powerful, but because he's more out of control and more childish. If that's okay, but why is the one burning the tree can't be original Dottor? Well, he can be, but based on the little information we have about him, I don't think it's him. Leaks described him as older, calm, calculated, and very much in control. When I see a man burning a giant tree, I don't think he's calm and control. Burning a tree in the nation that rejected him is something manga Dottor would do. So based on all this, I think we have at least three Dottors. Manga Dottor being in the youngest of the three, funeral Dottor being the second youngest, and the original is just the oldest of all of them, not just three. So yeah guys, that's all for today. Hope you guys like my theories, and please comment down below on what theory you think is more accurate, and also please tell me your theories in comments, and if you have any other video ideas, do let me know in the comment section. And now thanks for watching.